And we're back here at Fenway Park. Today's starting pitcher, Todd Anderson. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here now the Red Sox DH, Diego Gomez. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Anderson, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 0-1. In the air, right field, Carroll. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, Michael.
Now batting Michael Ciani.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Anderson, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Here comes the 0-1. That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it hits off the monster. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Left that down in the zone. It's hard 99, but you talk about guys that have been able to adjust to higher velocities. You got to make sure that you are riding it up just a little bit more in the zone. Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
One out, runner at second. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Breaking ball misses down and away. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes. Two.
Anderson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Man at second. And there's a ball.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Got him swinging. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Red Sox, Evan Carter.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
And ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Still stepping in for Boston, Zach Geloff. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. And it gets by him. Here's Royce Lewis.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Now one missed.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Fenway, bottom of the second. And stepping in for Boston, Blake Mitchell. Mitchell, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Anderson back to work. And that's outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And next for the Red Sox, Everson Pereira. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the out. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And here it comes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back inside Fenway Park, bottom of the inning. And now Diego Gomez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Towards first. Takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael.
Now here is Michael Ciani. A double and a run scored his first time up. There's a strike.
That's a ball.
Out to short. Not in time. He's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One gone, runner at first. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there for strike one. That's a little bit low.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The other way. Fair ball. And that's a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
2 on, 1 out. Evan Carter up next for the Red Sox. Golden opportunity right here.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
And that drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Ciani, the runner at third. Henderson at second with 1 away. That one just misses, and the count is 1-2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing.
Got him! He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's going to be Zach Geloff. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And fouled off. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And that is out of play.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Grounds one to short. Whips it across. One up, one down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Mitchell, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
To third. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Everson.
And now Everson Pereira. Breaking ball through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. The 1-2. And that skips into dirt. 2 out, space is empty. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox 1.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Anderson back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. That's down and in.
3-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next is the designated hitter, Diego Gomez. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Gomez, 28 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Two and two.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's ball
That's
4.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So stepping in for Boston, Michael Ciani. He's been a great free agent sign. In there at the knees. 0-1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it. All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That misses. Now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Back to the mound. It hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
First and second, 1 out. And stepping in for Boston, Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Just off the outside edge.
Line drive. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Digging in, Evan Carter.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one at triple digits.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back in Boston, well, we go bottom 6. And now here is Royce Lewis. Lewis with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Right side, Baez. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out, number 1.
First baseman, Blake Mitchell.
And next for the Red Sox, Blake Mitchell. And that's outside.
That's the ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Out to short, Bichette. To first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
The center fielder, Everson.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Everson Pereira. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Popped up. Baez on the move. And that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matthew Liberator.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Anderson allowed 1 earned run over 6 innings and struck out 8.
Well, Boogie showed some real competitive fire in this one. Wasn't an all-timer of a start, but he did his job well, and they walk away with the win. He can be proud of this start.